Rebonjour YouTube. On enchaîne tout de suite après s'être fait sermonner par le chef. Qui, putain, ouais, 2 étoiles, ouais, ça fait mal quand même, hein. Imaginez que j'avais fait des dégâts matériels et des questions incorrectes à ce point-là. Bref, je sais toujours pas si j'aurais mis la vidéo de Ellie, accusation de Ellie. On verra bien. Surprise, surprise. En tout cas, on enchaîne. Et je vais voir s'il y a une cinématique qui se lance.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular armies.
Lieutenant!
Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? They're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
貴島何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Phelps, un homme de droit. Il a du respect pour ses prisonniers. Ah, le meurtre au bas de soie. The Silk Stocking Murder. Bien dit, Phelps. T'as vu ça, mec? Il en a du cran. Bah.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall.
Il dit qu'il est satisfait, hein, pour ceux qui viennent de voir la VOD.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes.
Il était très déçu, il a dit, mot pour mot.
Had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
Oh, les ricains, c'est des salauds.
With the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence.
Mais lui, c'est vraiment une salope aussi, hein. Non, parce qu'il faut dire les termes au bout d'un moment.
Get out there and catch me another sinner.
C'est une vraie salope. La dernière enquête, il a essayé de frapper un gars pour manipuler les preuves, manipuler les interrogatoires sans me prévenir. Enfin bon, il m'a prévenu, mais ce que je veux dire, c'est que l'autre, il fait exprès de porter le chapeau pour rien. Est-ce que c'est loin? Toujours regarder parce qu'on ne sait jamais. Et la carte qui met 10 ans à charger. C'est pas loin, ça va. Hop.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, fellas. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, folks.
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th.
Allez, on va se refaire un petit délit vite fait. Ça mange pas de pain comme on dit. Pas comme les canards. Et les autres oiseaux. Tu temps de chargement ou quoi là? Between 4th and 5th. A man has fallen into the river. Build a rescue helicopter.
This is car 11K, go ahead.
11K, citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Suspect described as his...
Oh non, il s'est fait tirer dessus.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
Allez hop, petite course poursuite. Tire dessus, Rusty. C'est toi le plus fort.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Oh putain, mais qu'est-ce qu'il est con. Je fais exprès d'essayer de l'esquiver ce connard et il fonce sur ma caisse. Attendez, je comprends pas, il est où?
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down now.
Ah, attends, t'es pas prêt, je prends la souris, t'es mort, bâtard. Allez hop.
What the hell? What are you waiting for, Phelps? Up and at him.
T'es mort, bâtard. Hop là. Et je vais me taper une sale note parce que j'ai écrasé un civil. Alors que, en fait, vous avez tous vu, il s'est jeté sur ma bagnole.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets.
11K, roger on your ambulance. All units be advised the suspect
Le réflexe à adopter, c'est de se coller à un mur et de ne pas bouger.
Repeat, the suspect is
Can you
down
drive to
code
this one?
4.
Mais vu qu'ils sont complètement cons, cette ville. On est à Los Angeles, hein. Pas trop leur en demander. Oui, je suis en colère. Poum, poum, pou, 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 poum. Ah. Oh non, de Dieu. Ah, je m'étire. Ça va mieux. Ah, cette enquête me dit quelque chose.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show.
Pas normal,
I'll
mais...
take you through.
Enfin, juste le lieu. Le reste, je sais pas, mais...
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
C'est moi, il y a plein de mouches. Bibliothèque municipale Antonia, Street, date de naissance 7 juin 1926.
Only 21 years old.
Pourquoi la carte de bibliothèque?
Why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Embrasse le sang, BD.
Kiss the blood, BD.
Comme sur l'autre corps. De Céline Henry.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Elle s'est fait défoncer. C'est... Putain. Non, c'est pas ça que je veux. C'est la main.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Attendez, c'est bien ce que je pense, c'est dégueulasse. Ah. En gros, il a arraché l'alliance et ça a soulevé la peau comme une chaussette. Du coup, ce qu'on voit là, c'est l'os. Et il y a la peau du doigt qui s'est barrée. Là, je fais des petits commentaires bien dégueux avec, mais putain.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Bas de soie. C'est quoi ça? Sauce soft tissu.
Another day, another dollar.
Ok, ouais, il y a eu une traînée quand même.
May as well follow the trail.
Alright. Il y avait rien d'autre? Attendez. C'est quoi ça? Non, on s'en fout. Attendez monsieur, je passe. Ouais, encore ce truc d'alcool là, la con. Los Diablos.
I'm not kidding, Phelps. Come see. Now.
J'arrive.
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
Là c'est son chapeau, Antonia.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Est-ce que c'est le journal que je prends? Non. La pompe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
C'est un jeu de piste. Pardon? Ah. Ok. Oh, je vais pouvoir piquer la caisse.
On it goes.
Attendez, celui-là, je l'ai pas débloqué. Oh, je peux pas le prendre.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Moskill. S'en fout un peu, je pense. Kisako, une clé. Numéro
House
5.
keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Je me suis qu'à la mairie.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
2, 5, 3. J'ai compris, Rustic, il fallait que je monte.
Where are you taking us?
Il a pris son temps, le bonhomme, hein. Madame A. Maldonado. Bah, je sais pas quoi, j'ai pas vu.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Oh, ça brille. C'est quoi ça? Une boîte?
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
J'appuie sur A hein, à chaque fois pour que ça arrête de biper, mais
The trail points up.
j'avais compris qu'il fallait monter là-haut, il y avait des grosses traces.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Intrigante cette affaire, n'est-ce pas? Ah, je me disais comment il fait des effusions de sang, mais c'est comme ça.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Donc là il y a le sac. Là, du coup il n'y a que ça je crois. Hop. La suite. Los Angeles, Maldonado, 712 Nord, carte expire le je sais pas quoi.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Enquêté au domicile d'Antonia. Et bon.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Okay, so go left at the next one.
Any central unit, car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8 and Hope. The method
Ça
of
suffit le
search
gars d'une
unit
mission
and
d'enquête.
identified.
Tentative de suicide. Ne vous inquiétez pas, on peut les refaire. Il suffit de terminer les brigades et de jouer en jeu libre, se balader dans les rues tranquille, et on peut tout se faire. Je pensais que c'était là. Visiteur. Domicile d'Antonia, 13h18. No pets allowed. C'est quoi, c'est une résidence?
He's good looking for a policeman.
Wait just a moment!
C'est une maison d'hôte?
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house.
Une tension.
Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive.
Too much.
And then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs. Last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Attends. Ok, bon. Premier étage. Et tout au fond à gauche, elle a dit. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas un journal quelque part? J'arrive, Galloway. Bon, ouais, non, je pense pas. Normalement, les journaux sont évidents. Tout au fond à gauche. Numéro 5.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Piqué en fer. Fenêtre brisée.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Madame Maldonado. Le courrier pas ouvert. Madame Antonia Isabelle Maldonado, pension Parsons. 712 North Hill Street, centre-ville Los Angeles. Faut que je descende. Antonia, suite à mon courrier du 7 août, je vous écris pour vous faire savoir que votre demande à la Cour supérieure de Californie a été acceptée et qu'un procès va avoir lieu. Votre affaire numéro de registre 98 765 sera entendue le 17 septembre. Votre époux Angel Christopher Maldonado, résident au 304-330 N Hill Street, Los Angeles, California. Les documents officiels devraient se présenter au tribunal du district central à la date ci-dessous. Bien que cela ne soit pas nécessaire et que la plupart des femmes s'en dispensent, je vous recommande de vous présenter vous aussi au tribunal à cette date. De mon expérience, la présence de la femme d'un accusé dans ce genre d'affaires peut grandement influer sur la procédure. Si votre époux ne se présente pas le 17 septembre, ce qui d'après vous m'avez dit semble probable, nous aurions alors toutes les chances de notre côté. Respectivement, Frédéric D. Turchesell, docteur en droit.
Okay, we have an address.
Alors attendez, est-ce qu'ils ont dit un truc? C'est vu remettre. Non. Okay. Hop, je remets tout joliment. Bracelet sur la photo.
Charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
C'est vrai. Je pense qu'il faut que j'aille dehors. Non, je peux pas. Ah si, je peux.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was
Je me demande d'où ça
taken
sort. J'avoue, c'est un peu chum. Ça sort pas d'ici? Non. Non. Je suis bloqué par mon allié. Ok, je pensais que ça venait de là. Apparemment non. Bon bah je rentre. T'as une idée, Galloway? J'essaie de lui
I'm
parler.
stumped. Ideas?
The landlady looks like she means business. I'll be wanting her stay.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Suspect
Do you
potentiel.
have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Oh, alors tu t'es fait remonter les bretelles par une petite vieille? Elle dit la vérité.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Déplacement de la
What
victime.
time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Petit doute, regard fuyant.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar.
Ah, le voilà ton vrai visage.
Quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Signe d'effraction.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
Bah,
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
attendez, il y a une fenêtre pétée en haut, vous allez pas me la faire. Hein.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out.
Oui, bah ça c'est pas
I
mon
have a
problème.
reputation to protect.
Je suis du LAPD, pas du guide Michelin, ma petite dame. Ouh, elle a pas l'air contente. Hein. Désagrégation du mariage. Putain.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
C'est pas tout ce qu'elle avait. Non. Elle avait un bracelet. Elle m'a dit une alliance et un collier, mais elle a un bracelet aussi.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very
4 sur
helpful.
4. Hop là, je me sers la pince.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the Eldorado bar.
On va d'abord aller faire un tour au bar, ça se trouve le bar nous apprendra plus sur le mari avant qu'on aille le voir, mon petit bonhomme.
You can drive.
Fine.
Enfin attends, je vais te demander. Que te dit ton instinct de flic?
Any ideas?
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the Eldorado bar.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
On va voir Angel. On a un suspect potentiel, autant le choper maintenant. Et si c'est pas lui, au moins on aura un.
And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
Je suis impressionné, Galloway. Et il est pas facilement impressionnable, le petit bonhomme. Subway Terminal.
It's him, the cop from the newspapers.
Maldonado is in apartment
304.
304.
On est d'accord qu'il y avait marqué 304, 305 sur une des preuves là. Attendez. Note à motif pointillé. 253. Ok. Bon, on ne trouvera pas. On a dit 304. 304. Bien sombre là-dedans.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Ah, il y en a un autre. Ok, vas-y, je suis prêt à me battre.
I got 100 pounds of wife.
Now look, stand down now.
Attendez, je sais plus comment on frappe. Ah, c'est A.
Come quietly, Mr. Maldonado.
Putain. C'est dur en vrai. Hop là. Oh putain. Je me suis pris une branlée.
They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Eh ouais,
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I could kill my own wife?
Il y a un succès, je crois, si j'arrive à me battre sans perdre mon chapeau.
Should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Je crois. Hein.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Moi j'ai récupéré mon chapeau. C'est pas une preuve ça? Sus. Ton chapeau par terre, Galois. Kezako. Non.
No.
Marché trésor du jardin, 412.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Eldorado Bar, tiens.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Oh.
This will take some explaining.
Ouais, bon, il y a quand même beaucoup de sang.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Alright. Je fais du porte à porte. Il m'a fait peur le coup.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kid.
LAPD. Were you here
Quel
last night?
bâtard.
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
I know it's gonna be.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed.
Ta gueule, Galois.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars too. We should check it out.
Bon, allez, on va au bar. Enfin, pour travailler. Calme-toi, Finbar. Je suis garé où? Ah, ça me gratte le pif. Putain, meuf. Je l'ai débloqué cette caisse? Je crois pas. Hein. Non. Mercury Custom. Allez, go à l'Eldorado Bar.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I think his name is Phelps.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
On va au central du coup ou il m'emmène quand même au bar? On va voir. Ouais, il m'emmène au central, ok.
Captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to
En bas.
45. I want to put him down.
Comment?
Downstairs to see Donnelly or what?
Oui, vas-y, je sais juste pas où c'est. Putain, t'as toujours pas ramassé ton chapeau, toi, Galloway?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Wow, that looks like a beauty. She wants a 5-star goddamn.
Branle rien, les collègues.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. He said all's fair in love and war.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Échanger d'avis, vous ne jouez pas franc jeu, va te faire foutre, BD texte.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
I've changed my mind. You will not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD text. Et le poème, vas-y, fais voir. Amoncelle sur ton âme, en vertu de cette malédiction, les œuvres du mal, et que la vue du bien soit ton supplice. Tu dois infini comme est l'univers, et toi et ta solitude qui est son propre bourreau. Quoique tu sois maintenant une puissante image du calme, pouvoir, l'heure viendra où tu apparaîtras. Ce que tu es intérieurement. Et après nombre de crimes perfides et sans fruit, la honte suivra à la trace ta chute traînante à travers l'espace et le temps sans borne.
Keep upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Mais moi, je voulais aller au bar. Bon, bah.
I don't need this.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Dernier
So your
contact.
wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Hmm. Je sais pas le témoignage de la momie là? Bah j'ai pas de preuves mais je vais dire doute. À moins que... Faut que je dise suite. Attendez, comment c'est marqué?
So if you didn't kill your wife, who did? You better come up with something, Angel. This doesn't look good.
Fuck you. I loved my wife.
You're good, kid. You murder your wife and you just sit there as cool as a cucumber.
Putain, j'ai fait procédure de divorce.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Bijoux qui sur le cadavre.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
L'autre elle a dit qu'elle le portait pas, je comprends rien. L'autre elle a dit qu'elle le portait pas tout le temps, donc je vais dire doute.
Looks like somebody broke into her
Putain.
room and stole her things there too.
Oh.
Why'd you do it, Angel?
What the hell are you
Je suis
talking
complètement
about?
à côté là.
I was home with Hippolito.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
C'est une preuve, mais...
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Hippolito. He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No.
2 sur 4, pas très très bon
You're
là-dessus.
not clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else.
Je crois que j'ai mis un doute à la place d'un mensonge, mais je pensais pas... Je vous ai dit, il y a la propriétaire qui nous a dit qu'elle le portait pas. Alors après, elle s'est réalisée en disant ouais, mais je sais pas quoi, elle le portait plus depuis que son mari, je sais pas quoi.
Advice?
On va au bar?
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars too. You should check it out.
Je pense que j'ai été bêta là-dessus.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks. She gets a bit tight. She starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
C'est pas faux non plus.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Angel Maldonado en main propre.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Comté de Los Angeles, État de Californie. Attendu qu'Antonia Maldonado a introduit le 8 août 1947 une assignation devant la Cour supérieure de l'État de Californie fondée sur les documents ci-joints afin que soit mis un terme à son mariage. Avec Angel Maldonado. Nous ordonnons par la présente que Angel Maldonado, le défendeur, nonobstant obligation ou excuse, comparaisse en personne devant le tribunal du district central de la Cour supérieure de l'État de Californie mercredi 17 septembre 1947 afin de répondre à une assignation. Un divorce du chef de cruauté introduite par la susvisée Antonia Maldonado et pour contester, si le souhaite, le bien fondé de la dite demande en divorce formée par la demanderesse, sa femme, Antonia Maldonado. Témoin l'honorable Earl Brantham, juge de la dite Cour de Californie, le 11 août de l'année de notre Seigneur 1947. Le greffier en chef.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Donc il était vraiment pas au courant.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Attendez, je regarde son visage. J'ai envie de dire qu'il dit la vérité, parce qu'il a pas de raison de me mentir, mais il est un peu sus, non? Oui, ce petit mouvement de bouche là. Je vais mettre en doute.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy.
Okay.
She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Déplacement de la victime.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Là pour le coup, non seulement son visage dit rien, mais je vois pas l'intérêt de mentir là-dessus. Ça me paraît correct.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Sam has taken me to Palm
So
Springs.
what next?
Where's that goddamn place?
Il va pas me parler?
Help me out.
Search around. If Antonia was as messed up as we hear, maybe she left physical evidence as well as witnesses.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
Fruit Market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Chinatown.
Just picked Fruit Market. That's where Antonia went to call for a cab last night.
What now?
So, the Fruit Market was the last stop off Antonia made. Let's go.
Here we go, c'est la fin de Mario.
My eggs were running.
Oui, ma caisse. Allez.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Hop. Oh putain, c'est juste en face. Attendez, je vais y aller à pied.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
J'aime ces pick-up. Attendez, je vais juste monter dans toutes les bagnoles pour être sûr de débloquer tout. Et celle-ci, je l'ai sûrement, dans le doute. Allez, c'est parti.
I got a callback for that Universal chorus line.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
La mémoire courte, Phelps.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Contact avec la
The young
victime.
lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
C'est lui qui l'a ramené, non? Il a des micro-expressions, Mathilde. Attendez, là, vous voyez? Doute.
Something bad happened to her, Clem.
Merde.
And so far, we have her husband as a suspect, and you. Give us something that will make us go away.
Me? You think it was me? Do I look like a violent man?
Il disait la vérité, putain. Il faisait des petits sourires à la
Why would you
con.
want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
C'est bon, je peux y aller, c'est ouvert. Lemon.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Bon, ils vendent full bière.
I got a callback for that Universal Chorus line.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
C'était quoi le code? Je sais que ça se termine par 5. 2, 4, 5, du coup. 2, 5, 3. Il n'y a pas de 3.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out after.
Ah, ok. Ok. Faut tourner. 2, 5, 3. Trop bizarre cette affaire. Attends, le mec il me donne tout dès le début. Soyez soumis à vos maris comme au Seigneur, car le mari est le chef de la femme, comme le Christ est le chef de l'Église, qui est son corps, et dont il est le sauveur. Je pensais que je pouvais prendre le collier, mais apparemment. C'est quoi ça? C'est un couteau?
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Enfin, encore une fois, les preuves, genre, elles sont trop bizarres. Genre, on nous donne le code, là, il y a un couteau qui est posé là.
This punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Ça fait un peu genre vraiment mise en scène. Je sais plus comment se goupille le truc.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
You're under arrest. Bon, à côté, si c'est pas lui, pourquoi il fuit, tu vois? Il y a aussi ça.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Et là, je lui ai dit de la manière des plus calmes, alors que... Bon.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
C'est une ville pourrie jusqu'au cou, jusqu'à la moelle. Avec un cadavre sur le pas de sa porte, le procureur va peut-être essayer d'envoyer Clem Finney à la chambre à gaz. 4 étoiles. On s'est pas trop mal débrouillé. C'est pas parfait, mais on s'est pas trop mal débrouillé. Pas de dégâts matériels, pas de blessures, rien. Bon, niveau box, je suis nul. Niveau interrogatoire, c'est pas toujours ça. Mais si c'était parfait, ça serait pas drôle. Donc on va faire une autre pause pour YouTube. En vrai, je vais faire une affaire, un épisode. Je trouve que le découpage est plutôt pas mal. Donc des fois, il y a des épisodes qui sont un peu courts. Celui-là, il est à 1h, 1h07, 1h08. Mais ouais, ça me paraît bien. Genre, pour suivre, c'est plutôt pas mal. Genre, comme ça, c'est bien sectionné. Vous savez à quoi vous attendre. Vous avez une affaire. Dès que c'est terminé, hop, on passe au suivant. On met les choses au clair. Et du coup, bah, je vais mettre sur pause. Et s'il y a une cinématique, vous l'aurez dans le prochain épisode. A tout de suite, YouTube.